Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie and we are diving into the 5-second rule. Yesterday and for the past, since the beginning of the month, we've been talking about the power of 5 seconds, counting backwards and then taking action and not letting your feelings and your mind stop you or talk you out of it or tell you you can't do it. 5 seconds. It's like I was going to say a spaceship, like a rocket ship blasting off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking action. That's what the book is about. It has been incredible. I've used the 5-second rule in the past. I know the rule enough to use it when I need to, but I've been using it more now that I've reminded myself to use it. So it's an incredible book. I highly recommend. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was like, I don't know what to get people for this season. What should I? She's like, I want to walk in and I want people to be happy that I'm there. I don't want to just go get things for people. Can anybody relate? And I said, listen, you have changed so much. She's become one of my very good friends. And I said, you've changed so much. Why? What has changed your life in the last 2 years? And she's like, it's our community. It is reading. It's mindset. And I said, give the gift of mindset. People may not love it and they may go, oh, thanks for the book. I'm not a reader. But if you can give the gift that I think is thoughtful, it's changed your life. It's something that most people probably wouldn't buy. And then you encourage them to read it, it will change their life as well. So I said, listen, find your favorite books, grab 10 of them from a bookstore, however many gifts you have to get, and go give the books. Write a sweet note in it and say, hey, when you're done reading the book, send me a message, tell me your biggest takeaways, and I'm going to send you another gift, and then send another book. See who actually reads it out of your entire family. So that was the idea I had for her yesterday. But anyways, good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. So yesterday we talked about feelings. We actually talked about health, right? And so in this book, she talks about how to get out of bed, how to say no to things, how to say yes to things, how to talk to people. And she says, to improve your health, you have to understand that most of the time you react out of how you feel, right? I don't feel like eating that, or I feel like eating that, or somebody hurt my feelings. I need to go eat that. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like it. And in order for you to change your health or the way that you look or you feel, like how you feel in your health, right? Like, do I feel sick? Do I feel energized? In order for change, you have to do the work. In order for you to do the work, you got to get out of your head. Like, that's why mindset is so important. You can do this. I'm going to do this. You can't talk yourself out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put your tennis shoes on and go for a walk. Go for a run, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drive past the drive-through. No more breakfast foods. If you didn't plan, then you're going to have to wait till lunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She's going to talk about what this snooze button does to your brain. It's pretty incredible. So we're talking about increasing productivity. I also have the book that we're going to do for next month. And then if you so this afternoon, I do a live in the morning and the afternoons. And I usually talk about ketones. I talk about what I drink. I give you a quick keto tip or a low carb tip or just a lifestyle tip on your journey to better. So I talk about a whole bunch of different things in the afternoons, and I give away things. And so if you press the share button, let me know that you did. So press the share button, say I shared below. For some reason, I can't click on the people that share it. It's funny. Social media is funny. And I have people to draw from last video, and then I'm going to be doing some drawings for this book. We've already gone through this book on the page, but it's a great book to keep on your coffee table, somewhere that you can just see it, read it. The chapters are super short. It's an encouraging, great book. So if you press share, tell me that you press share below. I'm going to be doing some drawings later today. If it's your name, I'll let you know that you won. This is what we're giving away. But this is not the book we're doing this next month. The book that we are doing is this one. I'm going to go through this in just a second. We're going to talk about productivity really quick. But this book, I actually was looking for this book on my shelf last month. I couldn't find it. I'm pretty sure I gave it away. So my friend Kelly borrowed hers to me, although I've been drawing all over her book, underlining things. And so I found this book and I was like, oh, I have a ton of John Maxwell books, but the title caught me. And it's the 15 Invisible Laws of Growth. And so I don't know why I grabbed it off the shelf. And I started reading it that morning because I was like, man, I haven't read a brand new book that I usually reread books over and over again until I feel like I have it. Like some of my favorite books I've either listened to or I've read at least 10 times, probably more. So I was like, I actually probably need to read a brand new book. So I was going through this and I'm like, oh my goodness, it is incredible. I've already underlined and circled and starred so many things in this book, and it's super great. So we're going to go through this book next. If you want to get it, awesome. If you don't want to, you can follow me along here when we start it, and you can just take some little golden nuggets as I share them with you. So this is the book. Grab it if you want to. It's pretty incredible. All right, today's chapter, Increasing Productivity. Nothing will work unless you do. Productivity can be boiled down to one word, focus. How is your focus? There are two types of focus you need to master productivity. First, the ability to manage distractions so that you can focus moment by moment on tasks at hand. And second, the skill to focus on what truly is important to you, the big picture, so you don't waste your time. Anybody else feel like they sometimes get derailed by lots of different things, and then you get to the end of the day and you're like, I didn't get anything done that I wanted to. So she uses the 5-second rule to help in her everyday life, not just to get out of bed. If you have not been following along, the story was she needed to get out of bed. She hit the snooze button way too many times. Her life was falling apart. She needed a job. She wasn't being the parent. She wasn't being the spouse she needed to be. She was in her mind not good enough, and she looked at life like it was done. And then finally decided, you know what? I need to get up and I need to take control of my life. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, she shot herself out of bed like a rocket. And ever since then has been teaching people 5 seconds throughout their entire day to take back their health, to plan their day, to get organized, right? To increase their productivity, to get focused, to do the things you need to do. We're so distracted in this world. And if you cannot learn how to then guess what? You're going to have your day own you. We talk on this page, and especially in the mornings, about either you own your morning or your morning owns you. You own your day or your day owns you. So get serious about managing distractions. Managing distractions is like following through on your health goals. I bet you if you get more productive, you will feel better and you'll make better decisions on your health as well. You're never going to feel like it. You just have to make yourself do it. You already know that being addicted to your phone, texting, answering emails is distracting, but to stop it feels impossible. She says, one thing that people can do, and my daughter did this the other day. She's 14, and she was feeling a little anxious throughout the day. We had a couple things we're working through as a teenager, right? I do the same thing. I have my phone dings all day long. If I don't have my notifications silent, if I don't, I could look at my phone all day long as soon as I wake up and start answering questions until the evening. It's a blessing and can be a distraction, right? And so my daughter said, you know what, I think I'm just going to shut off the notifications because I just can't stand if I hear it. She's in, Snapchat groups with her friends and her volleyball team. And she's like, it just causes me to go, I don't want to check it, but I feel like I should. It's so funny. As soon as she shut off all notifications, she was like, it's great. When I feel like it, I'll go in and check, I'll answer, but I don't ever have to. So she talks about how the number one distraction is our phone, right? Turning off alerts, silencing your phone, stop checking emails every 5 minutes, and it's time to get focused in your life. First, you must decide that distractions are not good. Interruptions of any sort are the kiss of death for your productivity. Number 2, then you must remove them. So things like on your social media or your phone or your email, you can shut off notifications, right? Knowing that you'll go back and check them when you can. She said recently she shared about her high schooler. Her high schooler daughter did the exact same thing our daughter did. She had to shut it off, and she actually had to remove some apps from her phone so that she wasn't drawn into the cycle of scrolling. We all get caught in that, right? I love to come on social media. I think it's a great tool to learn from, and it's easy to get sucked in. All right. She also had a friend that used the rule to beat emotional hoarding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She made herself get up, go to a section of the room, and go through it really quick for 5 minutes, take everything she wanted to donate in that second that she didn't need, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it in a bag and get it out of her house. When she did that, it caused her to get all the junk out, remove it, and she felt amazing and not bogged down, which therefore she was more productive in her day because she wasn't looking around at all the distractions, which I look at our home and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so many little piles. If I took 5 minutes a day, or if I took 10 minutes and went through a drawer or a cupboard or a section, eventually in the next week or 2 weeks, all of it would be gone, right? How is your productivity in your life and what's distracting you? Look around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, and conquer it, and then go about your day. Make sense? All right. You can't see my piles in my home. Ugh. Anyways, own your morning. I talk a lot about this. The book, The Miracle Morning, hands down by Elrod. Hal Elrod is an incredible book, and he walks you through how to own your morning. She talks about the same thing. Taking control of your morning is a game changer for productivity. The way I did it was create a morning routine. Funny, huh? What's interesting is you're gonna notice that people that own their day, they own their morning, they're productive, they have a routine in place, and the people that are getting all of their goals met is because they have things written out. So she says, here's how to master your routine. Number 1, she gets up in the morning when her alarm goes off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She said, scientists have recently discovered that when you hit the snooze button, it has a negative impact on your brain function and productivity that can last up to 4 hours. She says, when you sleep, there's a cycle of 90 to 110 minutes to complete. And about 2 hours before you wake up, the sleep cycle ends and your body starts to slowly prepare to wake up. When you hit the snooze button, guess what happens? Cortical, I think that's how you say it. It's either cortical or sortical region of your brain. Hold on, let me look. Which is a part of the brain's responsibility for making decisions, attention, alertness, and self-control, is still in sleep mode. So like if you hit your snooze button, you go back to sleep, the part of your brain that helps you focus, the part of your brain that helps you stay productive or get productive or start moving is still sleeping. And it takes a long time to wake up because you did not get up when you the first instinct, I was like, ooh, that's good. I needed a good reminder for that. We've been out of routine for, honestly, probably 3 weeks. Between our incredible friends staying with us, staying up too late, and then hosting an event, all of it's been incredible. And we have not stuck to our routine. Therefore, we've been getting up later. And so isn't it funny how you let something slip for a little bit and then you have to seriously go, I'm done. I've got to get back on track. Whether it's with your food or your work or your sleep, it's a real thing. So we are working on getting back on track to where our morning used to be. And it's a mindset. It's good books like this that makes me go, yes, I cannot hit the snooze button. I can't stay up too late. I have dreams. I have goals. I have a routine that I like to do. I hate being behind. And so this is a good reminder. It takes you up to 4 hours for your sleep inertia condition to wear off if you hit the snooze button. That's why you feel so groggy when you get up and hit the snooze. It's not because you didn't get enough sleep. It's because you hit the snooze and it started your sleep cycle over and it interrupted you. And now you have to work on getting your initial, like, yes, it's morning, back. All right, she says she walks to the bathroom. She turns off her phone. This is something that me and my husband need to do. She keeps her phone out of her room, so she has to get up, right, babe? He says this to me all the time. My husband's so great. So then she does all her morning things. She brushes her teeth. She focuses on her day. She's thinking about what she's going to do. She's getting up. She's getting dressed. She makes her bed. She goes to the kitchen. She gets a glass of coffee. She says, did you notice in my morning routine there's something that I didn't do? She did not check her email. She did not check her phone. I know. My husband is telling me how I work my morning. I'm working on getting back on track. Listen, I am not perfect. I know what I need to do, and I need to get my focus back on. So she says, as soon as I check my email, I lose my focus, and then I don't get my priorities done. So she says, as soon as I sit down with my coffee, I write down my 1 to 2 must-do todays. Must-do, right? And And then she writes down the things that has to be done before anything else. So she has her list. She plans her day all before she checks her phone. And then when she has her list, all of the things that are most important, she says, why else is it important to plan and do the most important stuff first? Because she says, a scientist, Dr. Ariella, she says the first 2 to 3 hours of your day are the best hours for your brain to focus on the tasks and goals that advance your own personal and professional goals. Everything else throughout the day, your brain is just more focused in the first 2 to 3 hours. And so she just says work expands to whatever time you give it. So she also says there's a time frame where you need to cut it off because it'll never be done, and allow your brain to rest, and then get ready for the next day. So she has her entire day planned out. She uses a 5-second rule throughout her entire day to get up, to make better choices, to not check her phone, to get her morning routine done. It's super important. She says, do you think that Bill Gates, and she named a whole bunch of people. She's like, do you think that the people that you look as successful sit in their bed for an extra hour in the morning, get up super late, scroll through social media mindlessly, or a rush to get out the door? No. People don't just fall into success. They just don't fall into good habits. They don't just fall into losing weight, right? It is strategic. They are focused. They are productive. They have their morning planned. They get up and they do the things they have to do regardless of how they feel. That's good preaching, huh, babe? All right. Start before you're ready. Don't prepare to begin. So this book is great. I highly recommend getting it. I just told everybody, if you haven't gotten yourself a Christmas present or anybody else in your family, they're getting books this year for sure. So I hope that encouraged you, helped you in any way, shape, or form, and continue to tune in. Again, if you press the share button, let me know that you shared. I'm going to be giving some of these books away later this afternoon on another live. Let me think of my morning. All right. I will, hands down, if you want to watch live. Some of you like to watch live. You can always come back and watch the replay. They never disappear. But if you want to watch the giveaways, I will be on live at, I always want to say 2, but it ends up being 2:30. Let's say 2:30 Central if you want to watch, okay? Otherwise, continue to tune into the page for different keto tips and tricks and recipes. Go to ketomomsecrets.com. Oh, can you hand me that phone number real quick? And this is the book for next month. So we'll start this in the beginning of the year. Why would you not want to grow for the entire year? And then I do have a phone number that you can, I've been sending text messages out. So if you're on my text, I'm not texting back and forth with you. This is a phone number that you can text. Well, yeah, but not very often. Inspiration. The text message number is not meant to chat on. I really just want to read. There's different things I think of throughout the day that I'm like, ooh, I should share this, or I'm listening to a podcast as I'm cleaning or whatever the case may be. And if I write something down, I want to share it with you. So if you text 507-204-9866, if you just text inspiration, the word inspiration to that phone number, you are going to get inspiration throughout the day. I've only been sending one a day. I'm not going to bombard your phone. It's usually a thought or just something, or maybe I'll encourage you midway through the day to drink your water, but I really just want to encourage you to send you a quick text message. So if you want to, hop on there. If you ever want to stop it, all you do is press stop.
You should tell them to use Messenger because you can get voice.
Yes, I do use Messenger. So if you've got questions about your food or how to get started or what was that book or tell me all of the things, right? You don't have to put anything. Your phone, Ada, even if you just text your phone number there and you just say nothing, I'm pretty sure you still opt in, right? And you'll get.
I think you gotta say something.
Oh, you do have to say something? I don't know.
Like hi.
Say hi. But Messenger here or on Instagram is where I like to actually answer your questions because I can leave you voice messages and we can chat back and forth. So if you're asking questions about health goals or where to get started or tell me about your mom fuel or what book are you reading or why do you homeschool, I get a lot of those questions, message me on Messenger and we'll chat. All right? So I hope you guys have an incredible day. We'll talk to you very soon this afternoon at 2:30. I'm going to set an alarm So I'm on time, and that's it. Have a good day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.